a really epic day for videoing. I haven't had one of those in a long, long time. So, Ichibaka from Disney Star Wars is dumb. Basically, has been following the story closely. Now, I sent him Hidalgo's retired having fun thing. Apparently, there's a new Pablo account under a Quinn Martin production. When Cruiser gets here, I'm going to have him put a link in the chat so you guys can see it. So go to Itchy's blog. What's really weird is that when you go to Pablo's account, it says retired, having fun, and now it says no followers, nothing. But the Quinn Martin thing says has all the same followers. So here's the deal: if you change your name on your account, that account that you had will come up non-existent. Okay. So I'm thinking he's migrating all of his followers to this different one, trying to hide. Now, is it because he's got too much heat coming down on him? Was his comment about attacking, the fans, trying to take the heat off of Mark Hamill? As Itchy suggests, I don't know why that would even be anything that would enter anybody's mind at this point, because it goes against everything Pablo does and is. Okay, Pablo has always attacked the fans, so him attacking the fans really shouldn't shock anybody, and really shouldn't put you into the, gee, I wonder why he would do that, and then think there's anything other than a Pablo being a self-centered narcissistic prick, which is what he is. Okay, so what is this? What's going on? There is heat. It's from the Phantom Menace. We've all jumped all over the son of a bitch. We've also kind of asked Star Wars theories some questions like, where you been lately? This has been going on for 4 years, even longer if you were pissed off about the EU being dumped. Pablo. It is really quite fascinating to me right now, watching all this, because we've seen this happen before. Let's all jump in our way, way, way back machine. Okay? Do you guys remember when Solo came out? Do you remember him having a giant hissy fit, temper tantrum on Twitter, then closing one account? He's doing the same thing all over again. I have the receipts. I watched the whole thing happen, and going to another account, and it's almost literally verbatim what he did before. Okay. Now, did he get his hand slapped? I know back then he did, because for a long time, for a while, he was hiding under a secure account, and then he came out from hiding and started being a dick again. Okay, so what's going on? I mean, maybe he's just hiding from the fans, but he already had a secured account. So why is he doing this now? Okay, these are questions that need to be asked that no one asks. And I'm going to say something about Pablo. He thinks he's smart. He's a moron. He thinks he's clever. My dog's toenail is smarter than he is. He thinks he's a genius. My horse is a genius compared to him. Okay, he isn't bright. You can follow him everywhere he goes. And I said this before in a previous video today. Just because your tweets are secure doesn't make them safe, and doesn't mean that nobody else can see them. All it takes is one person to say, Pablo just posted this. I'm going to make it public, which is exactly what the hell happened. Just because you've known someone on the internet for a long time doesn't mean you should really trust them. And if you have a safe account like that, and if you don't know the other people there, then maybe you should just get off of Twitter, okay? If you're that paranoid to keep in your tweets. See, I said this in my previous video. Why did it get put out there? Why? His tweets were protected. It should have been a safe environment for him to say whatever he wanted to, because It's all right if he says it, but if you say it, you're a bad person and you should be put into a re-education camp or whatever, you know, fuckos like him believe in. But you know, this is a hissy fit, first off, and he's done it before. He's done it. This is the third time, and he's only done it, I think, when the company said, "Okay, that's enough. Knock it off. You need to cut. You need to stop it." Now, here's the thing that I think Tom Connors and Andre Andujar and their guest today were talking about. The one thing that Star Wars didn't need was what Pablo did. Jon Favreau has done a magnificent job trying to rehab Star Wars, trying to bring the fans back. And slowly but surely it's working. Then Pablo opens up his mouth, inserts his, size 5 foot in it. And now everybody knows what he said, undermining a lot of what Favreau has built. Now, if you're Jon Favreau and you have a little bit of power at Lucasfilm, and now he does, I mean, you know, everybody insists there's a civil war going on. I'm starting to think now that the Civil War is over, or it's starting to wane, and the Favreau faction is definitely winning because Disney okaying a lot of the stuff that he wanted, it's all part of the Lucas Star Wars verse, which is what they've been talking about for 2 years, not the Kennedy verse. And if Favreau saw it, and you can bet your sweet Bippy he saw it. Hey, Aaron. Yes, I am. You can bet your sweet Bippy Dave Filoni saw it. You can bet your sweet Bippy Bob Chapek has been made aware of it, and other people at Lucasfilm. And Disney, okay, people who don't really want or need that publicity that this dipshit puts out there every time he opens up his mouth. So can you imagine how happy they are? Think about it, okay? Think about it, because this undermines 2 years of hard work. This undermines almost everything that they've been working on, trying to get it back on track. Okay, this undermines all the hard work, all the trust they're trying to build up. I want to be happy. I don't want his head on a plate. You know, and whoever, and I'm going to say this, whoever put that out there isn't a friend of Pablo's. Okay, everybody sit down right here. Listen to me. Come here.